I'm Glenn Fewless. I'm the Vice President of the American Custom Gunmakers Guild and a professional member of that organization as a metalsmith. Been working at this trade for probably 25 years now. I've always had an interest in rifles, and I seem to have a gift starting when I was a young boy. My father got me a BB gun, and then at 22, and I continued down that road and eventually got invited to shoot in a rifle match. I went and attended and did quite well for somebody who had never done it before and kind of got hooked. Started spending a lot of time researching what makes an accurate rifle and how to make a rifle perform. I got into the gun making part because I felt like making my own rifles. I felt I had some ideas that I wanted to pursue into what would make an ideal competition rifle, and just started playing with that. I had a background in machining. I was a tool room machinist, tool and die maker, a maintenance mechanic. I worked basically repairing machines, making parts for them, troubleshooting. It all kind of fit real well into the new career as a gun maker. Had a real solid background in that regard. Every year, the American Custom Gunmakers Guild builds a rifle as a fundraising project. It is created by a committee of professional members of the guild, generally a metalsmith, a stock maker, an engraver, a metal finisher. And we build this rifle, and for the last few years it's been donated to Dallas Safari Club, and they auction it off at their annual meeting early in the year. The gun in question today is one that I was involved in. It is a single shot falling block action, which is my passion. I did the metal work on it. It's based on a Fraser action, a Scottish design from the 1870s. This is a reproduction of that action by Mr. Steve Earle. The barrel on this rifle is an exotic sort of barrel with an integral full length rib. It's machined all out of one monolithic piece. The barrel starts at an inch and a half in diameter and is machined down to the contours that you see. It it is modeled. The dimensions on the barrel itself are taken off an original Fraser rifle from the late 1870s, and the whole contour of the barrel is that. And then the rib on the barrel is a bit of license, but similar to some things that Fraser did on their original rifles. It's machined in a mill because you can't spin it in the lathe because it's not around it. So the contours are finished in the mill, and then there's a great deal of handwork to make it look like it should look. It comes out of the mill pretty rough, and there's about 10 hours of hand polishing in the barrel to make it look like it is. Mostly, I've been experimenting with abrasive stones, but mostly I file it, and which is called striking to take out the major marks, and then it's a matter of polishing with abrasive paper with a backing of some kind, and scrapers to get into little corners, and small sticks with abrasive on them to get into the corners and polish. It's quite an ordeal to do that. But it comes out as a pretty special looking barrel when it's done. After I finished the metal work, prepared the action and fitted the barrel, it went to Dan Rossiter, who's a professional member of the guild, and he did the stock on it. Luxus Walnut was generous enough to donate this piece of wood to us. It's a very nice piece of wood, and Mr. Rossiter did his interpretation of an English style stock on this rifle and did a very nice job. It's a very nice gun. He did the stocking, did all the wood finishing, prepared everything except the checkering. The checkering was done by Doug Mann, who is also a member of the guild, as stock maker and one of the best checkerers in the known universe. It's he did a magnificent job on it. The metal finishing on this rifle was done by Roger Farrell, again another member of our organization, and he did the barrel bluing and the color case hardening of the action, and which was subsequently removed to get what's called a French gray finish. It's kind of a matte, soft gray finish that showcases the engraving that was done to it. The engraving was by Mr. Chris Rossiter. Again, he's a member of the organization as an engraver, and he did a real fine job of a period English scroll style engraving, just what should be on a rifle like this, an English falling block rifle from the late 19th century. My favorite tools are hand tools. I have all sorts of fancy equipment here in the shop that does all sorts of exotic things, but what I really enjoy is the fine handwork with files and abrasives that actually bring out the quality in fine guns. That's where the art is. It's in the handwork. The machining is more or less science, and it's the basis. The machining is the basis of a fine rifle. It's the handwork that turns it into that fine firearm. You're not going to ask me how I got started drinking. That's actually a more interesting story.